Hi everyone, and welcome to Billy Fitzgerald Golf. And tonight we're going to go over how a functioning grip can really help your short game and make life a whole lot easier. Let's talk about what the left and right hand, what they do in their functioning, especially with short game. When I put my left hand on the golf club, I need it to be in a position where it's at its strongest point. So if I were to just hold this club with one hand and make some swings, you can feel that my hand, if it's in a weak position, my hand is very weak into the ball. If I'm going to de-loft the club, it puts my wrist at a really vulnerable spot and it's not very strong. It doesn't feel like I have control of the club and it doesn't have a lot of structure. Now, if I put the club in my fingertips or in my fingers and wrap my hand on top of the club, I create a lever right here. I can already feel that my hand has more structure in it. Now when I use this lever to go back and forth, I have much more control over the face of the club. Now, I know when I was growing up, I was taught to weaken the hand so the face didn't flip over. Well, as come to know it, that it actually is going to make the face flip even more, because when I swing this back, if I don't twist my arm and square the face, I'm likely going to open the face wide open, and now my right hand's got to flip and twist and try to get the face back on the ball. If I put it more in the fingers and wrap my hand on top, now I've created a lever right here. The golf club feels very strong and secure. Now when I use this lever back and forth, the face stays very stable. It goes to square back here. Impact feels very stable, and it's very easy to keep the face square to my target, going down towards the target line and not having it flip over, because my hand is so secure because of the position that my left hand or lead hand is on the club. So let's hit a few shots. We're going to try both of these first. The first one, I'm going to get my hand very weak and try to work the club back and forth. See, it's even hard for me to get the face going. It puts a lot of strain on my wrist joints here. If I take the club and put it in my fingertips and strengthen the club, and now I've got a lever to work with, the golf club feels much more stable. And I get a lot more action out of the golf ball. Much like a baseball player, as he would swing back and forth, that lever would work, because this is a very strong position at impact, much like the golf swing. Backswing, impact, backswing, impact. Now, if I weaken this grip on a baseball player, I'm not so sure that player is going to be able to sustain the ball coming at him with that type of hand action or wrist position at the strike. So, strengthen your hand. You're going to strengthen the shot of the club. The right hand is pretty self-explanatory, is that my right hand needs to match the face of the club. So it's going to go right on the side of this grip. So my right arm and my right hand can pressure the shaft when I hit it. So when I come into the strike, my arm and my hand are pressuring the shaft. That's how we get the most compression out of the ball. So again, as my hand sits here, I get the face square, so my palm feels like it's down, and to some it'll feel like it's open, but it's just going towards the target. So it's back, I get my arm right on the back of the shaft, so I compress the ball. Now when we put the two together, they can work simultaneously. You can see how my left hand works, how my right hand works. Now when I put it together, you can see how my left and right are working, and the golf club is very, very stable. So from face on, I've got my grip. You can see this joint right here. As I swing back, it levers back with no problem. My right hand stays on top, so I have total control over the club. So just a few reminders about chipping is that when we set up, the ball is going to be just right of center. We're going to lean left so it puts the golf ball on the downward part of our swing circle. Get your grip right and feel how the levers in your hands work. So we'll make a few practice swings here. Get your grip right. Ball just right of center. We're going to lean left a little bit and feel how the levers in your hands work. So I actually feel as I lever a little bit, I don't need a lot because I don't want to get the club too steep because of this tight lie. But as I lever back, I can feel what it does to my right hand. It puts my right hand in a very good position, which is palm down. So if it's palm down, I can just run my hand right into the golf ball. So get ready to go. Lean left a little bit. Swing back, palm down. And the ball comes off very, very clean. It's a very, very stable face because of that left hand, and the right hand does a really nice job of making sure that the face is secure and making sure that it mimics the face. So if you need to hit a little higher or a little lower, it's very easy to do because the club face is matching your hand. So try this, and I know your chipping will get better. And stay tuned for one more chipping tip that I think a lot of us, when we get under pressure, would like to use. Now to go to a chipping technique that's a little bit more simple, and maybe under pressure you don't want that leading edge into that turf so much, and we just have to get it on the green. We're going to putt a few, and we're going to actually use our putting stroke to chip a few. We're going to use a few different clubs to make this as easy as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is putt a couple. So get my putter out. I'm going to make a few practice swings. You can see very simple putting stroke. Get ready to go. Ball's just left to center. So it came out with a nice roll. Go in. Oh, it went in. So obviously that doesn't always happen, but if we feel like we're very comfortable with our putting stroke, we can do the same thing in chipping. And what I would urge you to do is go through your bag, because these are going to react a little bit differently. So like always, I grab my 54 just so you can see how we're set up. I do putt left hand low, so that's how I'm going to put my hands on the club. Now the ball, unlike putting, because we want to hit putting on the upstroke, we want to hit this on the downstroke a little bit, is going to be just right of center, just like regular chipping. Now my hands are going to be up a little bit, so I'm going to play this off the toe of the club. So my hands are going to be up, just like a putting stroke, so I'm going to play it off the, just off the middle, off the toe-ish part of the golf club. I'm going to lean left, so I make sure the ball is placed on my downward circle, and I'm going to make a putting stroke. So again, if I get ready to go, lean left and just make a putting stroke now. Okay, so the golf ball is going to react very differently with these clubs now as a regular chip. Now this is 9-iron. I'm going to do the same thing. You can see there's probably a little bit too much effort for how long this pin is away when I swing. So this is a 9-iron. Let's see how much better this is. Get my putting stroke going. Just right of center. I'm going to lean left. And now I'm just going to putt it and make the face run right into the ball. Okay, so much better. Pretty good result. Let's try 7-iron. Same thing, lean left. I'm just going to putt. This works great for, again, a really pressure shot. All I'm going to do is putt now. So you can see it's a very reliable shot. If we get a little nervous with chipping around the green, if the pin's even farther and you're even farther down the fairway, I've seen it done, and I've done it with a hybrid. So go out and have some fun with it. Try all kinds of different clubs. Chip what makes sense to you. That's what I'm always saying is whatever you have success with, stick with it. These are just a few ideas, and I hope this makes the short game a little bit more enjoyable for you. Like and subscribe to my channel, Billy Fitzgerald Golf. Want to take a live lesson from me, or you have a question? Visit me at billyfitzgeraldgolf.com. And thanks for watching.